Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for this video because it will be my first ever makeup tutorial on this channel. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because never done one of these bad boys before and I'm not sure really how it's going to turn out. I'm probably going to keep it really simple today and just do a look that I wear to work on a regular basis. Something really easy that anyone can accomplish within a very short period of time because let's be real, I'm usually racing out the door to get to work early in the morning. So I'm gonna try to talk you through this particular tutorial. I apologize in advance for any hiccups that we might experience. This is my first one, so bear with me. I promise to get this right for future videos. So if you are interested in watching this tutorial and perhaps some shenanigans that might happen, I promise you my dad will not make a cameo in this video. Please don't let my dad make a cameo in this video. Alright, so let's jump into this tutorial. I'll do my best to talk you through all of the products that I'm using, and if I happen to miss something, I promise to put it in the bottom bar down below. And don't forget to hit that big like button because I know you want to give me a thumbs up for this video, and also subscribe if you want to continue watching my videos when they do get posted. The first thing that I normally do is cleanse my face, moisturize, and that is exactly what I have done before I sat down, so my face is ready for makeup application. And the first product that I'm going to go in with is my absolute favorite firming primer. This is the Guerlain L'Or. I love this particular primer because it has really great firming properties and I feel like it really poofs out my face. It sounds really funny when I say that, but it gives me a really nice firm base to work with when I begin applying all of my makeup. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is brand new for me. This is the Guerlain Parure Gold Foundation. This also has really great firming properties. It is my first time using it. I just purchased it as part of the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. I'm very excited. So this is kind of a first impressions as well. I've got my beauty blender. I'm going to dab it in and then just start dabbing it around my face. I'm going to make myself look like a crazy person first, but I promise this will all work out in the end. So now that I look insane, I'm just gonna blend it all out. And to blend it out, I normally use tapping motions until it completely applies and blends out. Next, to get rid of some of the dark circles under my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light. Wait, I lied to you, it's Light Warm. Now I do have an eyeshadow primer here with me that I was going to use, but I don't feel like I need to because usually this particular concealer does a really great job of priming your eyelids as well. I have a very expression friendly face, so I am going to quickly go in right now and set all of that concealer. So I'm going to use I should probably show you, this is my Laura Mercier setting powder. And I'm just going to take a little bit out onto my lid here. And I'm actually going to go in using my beauty blender. I'm going to get a little bit of product onto the sponge and I'm just going to go in there and very lightly apply it to my under eye area, everywhere where I concealed. Now the other area where I'm also going to apply a little bit of setting powder is going to be just around the edges of my nose here because that does tend to get pretty red and oily for me. So I'm gonna again take my beauty blender and my Dior setting powder. It looks like this, and I'm just gonna dab in my sponge and you're gonna see a whole bunch of powder go flying right now, and I'm going to just put that around my nose. I'm also going to put it on top of my nose because that's an area for me that tends to get very, very oily throughout the day. And this is really going to help seal in your makeup and keep you looking matty matte, 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 matte. I'm also going to go to the top of my forehead because that's part of my oily T-zone. And I'm going to go a step further and just pat a little bit onto my chin area. Just a little bit onto the lower part of my face. So now that we've added some of that setting powder, I'm actually going to go in for one final layer of setting my face with my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC20. You can see I absolutely love this powder. I have hit pan. I'm going to need another one. And I'm going to use, what is this? The Morphe G0 brush to apply it. Wherever I didn't apply my loose setting powder, I'm going to go in with my Studio Fix powder. And don't forget to take it down your neck because you don't want to look like a Looney Tune walking around with two different colors for your face and neck. When I do contour, I use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And you see I love this palette. I am going to go in with a mixture of these two colors right here. And I'm going to apply it using a Sigma F05 small contour brush. So just really lightly going to dab it in there, tap off any excess, make my weird fishy face, and then go in and contour my cheeks. And if you want to get real fancy, you can snatch your nose a little bit, but I don't need to. I ain't that fancy. You may notice a little bit of a trend, but the next product that I'm going to use to bronze my face and just warm it up a little bit is my Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Brunettes, and this is what it looks like. It's got a really nice little peach sort of half moon here, and then the bronzing powder on the other side. I'm going to apply this bronzer using a MAC 135 brush. Just gonna dab it in there a little bit, swirl it around. And then right where I contoured, I'm just gonna go in there and warm up my face a little bit. Give me a nice sun-kissed glow. Now because I do have a bit of a rounder face, I don't wanna completely contour my forehead, so I'm just gonna go up a little bit around the temples and into my hairline. I'm going to use my Morphe E4 brush to apply this blush. Now, I'm not a big fan of this brush right now because, look, it has fallen apart. It has broken my heart. Morphe, why have you done this to me? So it's hanging on by a thread. I'm probably just going to super glue it and pray that it holds on a little bit longer until I can place my next order. So I've just very lightly dipped my brush in there. Oh, look at that color. God damn. So you want to be very, very light-handed when you use this blush because bam, you are going to get some color on those cheeks. You know what, I don't mind putting on a little bit of extra blush because it is the first thing that tends to fade on me. So a little bit of extra blush at the beginning of the day is not a bad thing, but you definitely want to make sure you blend it out. If you are feeling that the blush is just a little too strong, you can always go back in with your powder brush and just lightly go over it just to tone it down a little bit. I'm going to go in there with the Anastasia Glow Kit in That Glow, and I'm going to use a combination of Sunburst and Bubbly. And I'm going to be applying this with another Morphe brush. This is the M510. So I'm just going to dab my brush in there very lightly, tap off the excess, and just at the tops of my cheekbones, I'm going to go in there and glow that puppy up. Oh, yes. Oh, come through, glow. What do you think? Now that our face is complete, I'm going to start doing the eye. I created a little Z palette here filled with a bunch of Morphe shadows and Makeup Geek shadows, and I'm going to be using this one right here, which is Peach Smoothie, to use as my transition color. I'm just applying this into my crease. I'm keeping it right in the crease and taking it down a little bit just to help with any blending that we're going to be doing a little bit later on. What I also like to do is keep my eyes open while I am applying a lot of my eyeshadow products because I do have hooded eyes and I like to see exactly where the colors are going to go and how it's going to look once the product is obviously in place. Now that our transition color is down, the next shadow that I'm going to go in with is Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek. It is right here, this one. It's a nice sort of brown taupey color. And I'm going to go back in there right where I had put Peach Smoothie, right into my crease area, and I'm just going to buff that out. And I'm using the same MAC 224 brush. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions to apply this. And I'm taking it all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. Everybody is going to be applying their makeup in a different way. I just find this is the best way that works for me. So feel free to use your own methods and to make a look like this work for you. The next shadow that I'm going to use is this one here, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Fawn. So again, I'm still using the same MAC 224 brush, and I'm just building up my crease area. And this one, I'm going to try and keep a little bit to the outside. We're going to start creating that outer V. So I feel pretty happy with all of the transition colors and the base that I have laid for my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite eyeshadows. It is from the Natasha Denona line, and I actually don't know what this one's called. Oh, it's the 25M. It's called Aura. Now this color is delightful. It is absolutely gorgeous, really nice and metallic. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll spritz my brush with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to give it an even more metallic sheen, but you don't really need to do that with this color because god damn it is metallic. To apply that color, I'm going to be using a Morphe M210 brush. You can see it's a small oval brush. It is a little more firm, so this is really great for packing on color. And you don't need a lot of product to get great color payoff with this. I've got just enough on my brush, and I'm going to start by applying it in the inner corner of my eye and working my way outwards. And I'm keeping this pretty low on my lid. I don't want to go too high up in my crease, and I am trying to keep my eye open a little bit just so I know exactly what this is going to look like when my eyes are open. That was really weird, but it's what I do. Next, I'm going to want to darken out the outer corners of my eyes by using Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Fudge, which is this color here. Very, very lightly. You don't want a lot of pigment in there. And I am tapping off the excess. And in small circular motions, you're going to work the product in. And you're just going to keep blending. I also tend to work it into my crease just so I can create that outer V, and I will drag it out a little bit. I noticed after all of the blending of the brown shadows that the intensity of the metallic shadow wasn't as intense, for lack of a better word. So I just went back in there into the Natasha Denona palette and intensified the shadow just a little bit more. So our eyelids are now complete. What I want to do is apply a little bit of eyeliner just right on top of my eyelash, and I'm going to use the Extreme Lashes Glideliner. This is the long-lasting eye pencil in Truffle. You can pick this up from Caryl Baker. Caryl Baker Visage is a really great local salon brand here across Canada, and particularly in Ontario. If you need somebody to help you out with any products from that particular store, I recommend you guys go to the Bramley City Center and ask for Sophia. She is phenomenal. Now I'm going to apply this off camera just so I don't look like my father applying my eyeliner. So as you can see, I just applied it onto my lash line. I did not wing it out or anything like that. I'm keeping this look a little more conservative, and to be honest with you, I don't normally do wing liner. This for me is more than enough. Now that I have my Tartelette palette open, this is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm gonna go in with this color here. This is called Activist, and I'm just gonna go over that line one more time with that, just to make sure it stays nice and dark. Perfect, so now I've set my liner. Next, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line, and I am going to use the same mixture of colors that I used when I created my crease. And to do this, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills colors in Fudge and Fawn. I'm just going to mix the two together on a flat definer brush by Morphe. This is the M432 brush, and I'm just going to apply it to my lower lash line. And I'm keeping this really close to my lash line. Now you can use this same flat definer brush to blend it out, but I actually like going in with my Makeup Forever wavy blending brush. This is number 216, and I'm just gonna go in there and really blend this lower lash line out because I don't want any harsh lines. So now I want to highlight the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to go back in with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This is in palette number 4, I believe. Yeah, palette number 4, and I'm going to use this nice white shimmery color here. Again, you don't need a lot because it is very bright, so a little goes a long way, my friends. I'm going to use my Morphe E36 brush. This is a tiny little precision brush. I'm just going to dab a little bit onto it and go into my inner corner. To really make it pop. Woo! Woo! Oh Lord! If NASA were to put a satellite on me right now, I am sure I would blind them with this highlight. I'm going to go back into the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the color Bubbly. This highlighter here, Bubbly, and I'm just going to use it to highlight my brow bone. So again, you just need a little bit, and you're just going to highlight a touch. Really make that brow bone shine like a mother. So brow bone is highlighted, and now we actually need to throw on our eyebrows. And to do this, I gotta fiddle around here a little bit. I'm gonna use my Caryl Baker Brow Extender. This is foolproof. I love this product, and I will show you why. It is so easy to use. So I'm gonna take it out using the doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows. So I'm not really carving out eyebrows, I'm not painting anything on, I'm just going over my natural brow line. It's probably best to apply the bulk of this product sort of halfway into your eyebrow and then start moving forward towards the forward part of your brow, the beginning part of your brow I should say, so you don't apply too much color and then you end up looking like an angry bird. The last thing I'm going to do is apply mascara, and I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara in black. I'm going to hold my breath while I apply the mascara because I really don't want to screw up my eye look right now. So I'm going to go a little bit slow. Bear with me. What a difference. Mascara, no mascara. Now, some folks really like to use lashes. I don't apply false lashes. I'm very happy with just a little bit of mascara, but feel free to throw some on if that's your preference. Now I'm just gonna do the other eye and then I'm almost done. So I'm going to use another mascara for my lower lash line. It's still part of the Marc Jacobs line. I actually really love this one because it is such a tiny applicator. Hopefully you guys can see that. It is super small and it really gets right in there to your lower lash line. And there's no risk of transfer. So we're almost finished. I'm just going to apply a little bit of lipstick, and I am going to use the Tom Ford lipstick in Indian Rose. I love how hydrating this lipstick is. Lipstick is on. The last thing we need to do is add a little bit of finishing spray and we are good to go. So we wait for this to dry just a smidgen. And that is the final look. So hopefully you guys like it. It's super appropriate for work, but it can easily convert to a night out. I think it is just so subtle and lovely. It opens up your eyes really nicely and gives you a really great glow. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. If you like this tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe as well, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you soon. Mwah!